Hello, my sprites. Welcome back to the channel. Lainey here. Today we are going to go ahead and do a speed build for the outside of our little Snuggly Duckling Tavern. So grab a cozy spot, maybe some coffee, and sit back and enjoy the video. To start off this build, I chose to place the tavern in the Glade of Trust. I wanted to go ahead and stick it in that back corner there. I thought it would be the perfect place, like a little hidden nook. I am now using the leaf-strewn pathing without the borders so I can keep with that natural look. We are placing it from the rock bridge to the doorway of the tavern. I end up laying it out, but because I wanted to go ahead and put in one of those large tree arches, I had to go ahead and adjust. So trying to get this path to go ahead and fit through that archway was a bit difficult. To be honest, you don't really get much of a path through there, but I still wanted something. So for the trees and foliage of the build, I wanted to go ahead and keep with the items that were for the Glade of Trust. I really liked that color palette, but I did also want to go ahead and add some pops of color. So you will see me place in some purple and pink. So to help with my item limit count, I chose to place a few of the peaceful meadow greenery. I felt that this would help out a lot. It added extra detail with the rocks, as well as it is a lighter green. A couple more trees you will see me use in this build are the small mossy jungle trees, as well as the swampy willow. We need a little secluded outhouse area for our tavern, so I decided to go ahead and place one kind of tucked in the back there. It is towards the front of our build, but with that large root arch, I don't think you'll ever know it's there. So to help break up our leafy walkway pattern there, I am using some of the tropical wood flooring. I will place that throughout the build. So now that the front of the tavern build is pretty much done, we are going to work towards the back. I wanted to go ahead and have a back area of the tavern where Gaston could go ahead and practice his archery work. Also have some place out there where they could go ahead and sit, as well as an area where all of our ruffians could house their horses. While working on this build, I really wish the footprint of the Snuggly Duckling Tavern was slightly different. It did cause me to not be able to place items where I kind of wanted them, but in the meantime, I did make it work. Now you can see me set some items up kind of close to the water's edge. I had this idea of like that boat was kind of how some of their supplies were coming, so that's kind of just where they were offloading and loading onto the boat. Again, we are using the leaf-strewn pathway. We are going to go ahead and set out our area now for our seating, and I've got that cute little fire pit place. Unfortunately, it does not work. Now I'm just pulling out some additional items that I did not have set out earlier. We've got some hay bales for the horses. I also went ahead and pulled out that crumbling rock wall from the new DLC. I thought that would kind of be a nice little addition to this build, as well as the hot steam rocks. The idea for the hot steam rocks is I was kind of thinking it would be like a horse trough, so we go ahead and add a couple of those in this build. So originally when I was doing this, I wanted to go ahead and have just a little place for the horses up at the front there, but when it came down to it, there just wasn't enough space and I wasn't liking the look of the layout. So we just kept with also having it towards the back, which allowed me to make a bigger space. I chose to use a couple of the Corona pillars to mark out our seating area. And now I'm using the leaf-strewn path with a border to go ahead and mark out our area for Gaston and his archery practice. Now that our back seating area is complete, I can go ahead and connect our front path with the seating area. So I do so again using the leaf-strewn path without the border. It keeps with that more natural feel. it's time to go ahead and start our horse pen. I wanted to go ahead and use the ancient bamboo fencing that we get from the new DLC A Rift in Time. I thought this kind of was perfect actually for this. I like the look of it. So we're gonna go ahead and use it and get our horse pen set up. The items I choose to use for the horse pen are of course the hay bales. We have those steam rocks. Those are going to be our troughs like I mentioned earlier. I pulled out a bowl of apples, a water bucket, and we are also using that water pump from Beauty and the Beast. Now that we have all of our little main sections of this build set up, I'm going to go ahead and fill in with different little items and foliage. We've got our little signpost there. We are going to add the lights. The lights I chose to use for this are from the DLC A Rift in Time. I thought they were really kind of perfect for it actually, so we are going to go with it. Well, my sprites, I really enjoyed this build. I feel like it was kind of a different one for me. I wasn't sure what I was going to do in the Glade of Trust. I've been having a lot of problems with it. And so this, when it came, I exactly knew what was going to go on, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I think it's going to be fun trying to come up with some items to go ahead and incorporate and fit in there. But if you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more content. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we will see you at the next video. Bye!